Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Yusabbihu lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard wa ma fil ardil malakil quddus al-aziz al-hakim. Whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth constantly glorifies Allah, the King, the Most Holy, the Almighty, the All-Wise. Today we are talking about a blessed name, Al-Qudus. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and let it go slowly. Feel the rhythm of your breath, the inhale, the exhale. Feel your heart beating, quiet and steady. This is life, and life itself is sacred. Al-Qudus is the most holy, the pure, the untouched. He is the source of all sanctity. He is beyond the limits of creation, beyond the dust and decay. Yet He infuses all things with life and purity. He is the sacred one who sanctifies others. Every sacred space, be it a mosque, a temple, a heart, is sacred only because it reflects a fraction of Al-Qudus. But how often do we forget this sanctity? We trample over the earth, tear into its forests, break human hearts, and pollute our own souls. We separate the sacred from the ordinary, forgetting that the entire world hums with sanctity. Al-Qudus reminds us there is no separation. Everything carries the mark of the divine. Now imagine yourself walking into a vast, ancient forest. The trees rise like towers, their branches swaying gently in the breeze. A narrow path winds before you, soft with moss, fallen leaves. You walk slowly. Each step feels heavy at first, burdened with your worries, your failures, your judgments. But then you notice the air is clean here. The leaves shimmer with dew. Every stone, every root, every drop of water feels alive. There's a stillness here that is not empty, but full. A vibrant humming silence. You reach a clearing. In the center stands an ancient tree, massive, gnarled, its roots diving deep into the earth. You sit beneath it. The sun filters through the leaves, dancing patterns of gold on the ground. As you sit in stillness, something shifts within you. You realize that this tree, this earth, this very moment is sacred. But then another realization rises. What about the places that don't look sacred? The city streets filled with noise and smog, the broken relationships, the hurting hearts, the damaged ecosystems, the cruelty, the injustice, are these not also within Allah's domain? The answer comes softly. The sacred never leaves, even when scarred, polluted, desecrated, sick. The core of sanctity remains untouched because Al-Qudus himself is untouched. Now turn your awareness inward, beneath the layers of your own mind, beneath the stories you tell yourself. There is a deeper core, and that core is untouched. Al-Qudus sanctifies you, even when you don't feel worthy of it. Even when you falter, your soul remains pure at its essence, like a spring of water that stays clear, even if the surface is muddied. Just as the earth can be polluted, so can the heart. Al-Qudus teaches us courtesy, adab, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His creation. True reverence is not about empty rituals or hollow rules. It's about seeing the sacred in all things. In the way we speak about Allah, never attributing to Him what is unworthy of His majesty. In how we treat others, knowing that every human being carries a spark of the divine. In how we treat the earth, realizing that nature is not just a resource, but a reflection of Allah's creative power and a reflection of the state of our hearts. When we lose reverence, we lose the thread that binds us to our Creator. But when we approach life with adab, even the simplest actions become acts of worship. Tear down the mosque and temple too. Break all that divides the two, but do not break a human heart, for that is where the Beloved resides. Religious practices, prayers, fasting, charity are not mere rules. They are pathways to sanctity. All of them help us sanctify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by sanctifying and respecting His creation. They realign the human heart to its purest nature. When we treat our obligations lightly or practice them without meaning, we lose sight of their sanctifying power. But when we observe them with intention, they are the tools by which the heart is polished, reflecting the light of Al-Qudus. Take some of these affirmations with you through your day. I walk in a world woven with sanctity. I treat myself and others with reverence. I see the sacredness. Al-Qudus sanctifies all things, including me. Feel the stillness within you, the core that remains pure, no matter how turbulent life becomes. When you leave this meditation, walk gently, speak kindly, be in in reverence. And when you meet a fellow traveler, give them the courtesy of saying, "You first." In the heart of the earth, in the breath of another, is sacredness. Al-Qudus.